Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Hercules Tires MAAC Championships from Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where tonight the Quinnipiac Bobcats take on the Marist Red Foxes. I'm Darryl Fine along with Chris Smooth Williams, and we'll hear from Greg Meskel a little later on. And there's the bracket so far, Smooth. It's an interesting day in the MAAC.
Interesting day in the MAAC. Both games were clearly played hard by the winning team. Defense dictates everything. It travels, Darryl.
So the 6-seeded Red Foxes and the 11-seed Quinnipiac Bobcats here in the final game of the session in this first round, the opening round. And right away to the, and a foul. We saw Atuka, the Hercules Tires MAAC Championship, brought to you in part by Ready, the official sports drink of the MAAC Conference. And you see the Ready starting lineups. Balank, Desi Jones, Marfo, the leading rebounder, along with Shinnery and Rigoni.
Yeah, we do have some star power on the floor. When guys get going, it should be good.
The miss by Rigoni, the offensive rebound by Marfo. Just told you that he's the leading rebounder in the MAAC, over 10 a game, and that's one of the reasons why. Just great position.
Kevin does a really good job getting good position, goes after every rebound. He may have a problem with me all season long. I talked about Warren Williams being the best big in the MAAC, and I hadn't mentioned Kevin. Kevin, you're right in the picture also. I apologize, sir.
There's a Rigoni 3, the all-time leading games played performer for Quinnipiac.
And that's one of the veterans who has to play well for this Quinnipiac team to get over the hump. Jacob Rigoni has made big shots, and he's not afraid to take them.
There's inside. I think it went in through the bottom. That's not two. Smooth.
That's not two. Can't go up through the rim and come back down. That's not a bucket.
So we 14 to shoot for the Red Foxes. Selle wanted the hoop, but the official's wise to that.
If that were the case, a lot of young players, when you're starting to play, you throw the ball up underneath the rim. It may go through the net, but that's not the way it goes, Darryl. Unfortunately.
No. Atuka will inbounds. He does right away to Eno. Ricardo Wright. And right elbow jumper.
These Marist guards are super tough. They can get going really quickly. Ricardo Wright, all-conference player. He's looking to get buckets.
Desi Jones left up top all alone for three, and he knocks down the three. Desi Jones, a 35% three-point shooter.
Desi Jones has done a really good job in place of Lewis, who has hurt himself. Injured, not on the crew right now, on the sideline. However, Desi has stepped up big.
Atuka, no good, and Atuka, one of the talented freshmen in the MAAC.
Very talented. That young man, look at his body, does not look like a freshman to me. Came into this league ready to go.
Rigoni will fake the three, and then a runner left it short. Saved by Atuka. Jones quickly up. Wright gives up the open three, drives in, gets it to harass me for three. Good.
Darryl, that's excellent early offense. Again, moving the basketball, secondary break. Ball goes from one side of the floor to the opposite side. Get you an open look, knock down the three ball.
Rigoni, another offer from outside. Iron, and then saved or tried to save it was Eno. Not a wise move there, Smooth, because it was off the rim, would have been out off of Rigoni and Quinnipiac.
Well, again, you respect the effort. However, he had right in front of him. He could have hit it to him, but again, you got to give the young man credit for just going after everything.
Marfo has become an outstanding passer as well. Rigoni to the hole, no good. Batted around, taken down by Wright and the Red Foxes. Jones well off the mark.
And that's where Marist can turn that corner if they can get some inside presence from Jones.
Marfo back to the basket. Working in the paint. Fires a pass. Shinnery right side, no good. And again, Marfo, 4 assists a game now for the big man.
Kevin, a willing passer, but anytime you're a post player, if you get 2 feet in that lane area, I think you should try to score it.
Selle, no good. Wanted the foul call.
This is one of the things that usually happens, Darryl. You start off the game a little cold, playing in a large arena, not your home court or the visiting place that you're used to playing in.
And always in these tournaments, this final game starts later than it was supposed to. Everybody's been sitting around for a while. Jones
and it takes you off your normal schedule. You're used to playing around 7 during the weekdays, 2 o'clock or so on the weekend. So this throws you totally off. The coaches do the best they can to keep these guys in a nice rhythm, but it usually takes that first time out before everybody feels comfortable.
I know it threw us off, and we're not playing.
Just a tad, but again, when I'm rocking out with you, brother, I'm cool.
Yeah. Raheem Sullivan in the game during that last whip.
Those guards who could put pressure on your defense.
8 to shoot for Jones. Jones falls off balance. They're going to call a walk on Jones. And that will bring us to our first timeout. Slow start to the game. 1-point lead for Quinnipiac back on ESPN+. 15:38 left first half here from Jim Whale and Boardwalk Hall. 6-5 Quinnipiac and Smooth. These are 2 streaky teams. Marist had lost 5 in a row, then won 6 in a row and lost their final 2 coming into the tournament, while the Bobcats, losers of 6 straight, 9 of their last 10.
Wow. Well, Darryl, both of these teams have the pieces to win this conference. On their good day, they can beat anyone. However, like you talked about, inconsistency. Very similar to riding a roller coaster. You're excited, you're happy, yes, 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 but then there's a time where you say, oh, no, no, no. So that's the case with both of these teams. So you're hoping going into the tournament, you can see the best of them. You like roller coasters?
Not really.
You got you.
Not that kind of.
You're one of those no, no, no guys.
I'm one of those no, no, no guys. No, no, and no. There's a drive, good drive by Jones, Desi Jones.
And that's
He's got 5.
Yes. Nice move using the left hand right at the rim.
These teams split the regular season. First one was a high-scoring game, 94-87 at Quinnipiac in Hamden, Connecticut with a Bobcat win. And then back at Marist a month later, 67-66, Red Fox's victory.
Seems to me when the score is higher, Quinnipiac plays much better. That tells me they're scoring the ball. They're in a nice offensive flow. Marist wants to dictate the tempo. They would turn it into a slugfest and defend like Sullivan right there. Get out in transition.
Sullivan with 2 the other way. All starts with defense. You are a big defense guy. That you preach defense.
I like defense because it stood to win. You have to.
And Desi Jones the other way. Gone to Texas A&M before returning. There's a 3 in and out from harassment.
Early on, Quinnipiac doing a really good job controlling the tempo.
So much of the MAAC is about these matchups and the tempo. Here's Shinnery. Good crossover by Raheem to the hole, no good, and a 7-point Bobcat lead. Opening round here in the 2022 Hercules Tires MAAC Championship. Ricardo right, a three, no good. Rebound. Marfa, one and done again for Marist. Right now, Quinnipiac controlling the boards and doing a good job protecting the basketball.
Doing a great job with the tempo, doing what they need to do to be successful.
Marfa finds the cutter in Rigoni. Rigoni passes out. Malank up top, fakes the three, right elbow jumper, no good. Long rebound.
Even with the miss, that's good basketball down. Ball gets into the paint, comes back out.
A contact and a block is the call. So Atuka, good drive, and he'll go to the line. They're going to say it's a non-shooting foul, so it'll be Marist inbound.
And that's what the Marist guards do. They put pressure on your defense. You have to get back and be set because they're going to come at you at all angles. And again, they are strong. They play through contact.
Fourth team foul against the Bobcats. Selleck cut off. Back to Atuka for three, no good. Just doesn't look like the Red Foxes have the legs early on.
Right now, if you're the Red Foxes, you want to try to get things going to the basket. The jumper's not going down yet.
Rigoni, a line drive three that rattles in. And it's a 10-point Bobcat lead. And a timeout on the floor. 10-point Bobcat lead, 8:07 left first. Back with more here on ESPN+.
Power isn't born, it's built over time. For over 65 years, Hercules Tires has been providing the muscle to move more drivers. Whatever the vehicle, whatever the terrain. And we back it with a powerful protection plan. So wherever the road or the trail takes you, we have the selection, value, and strength to get you there. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
Book your New Jersey summer getaway now. Go for those sunshine vibes and sand buckets of beach and boardwalk fun. Celebrate life's brightest moments. Then linger a while in your urban oasis, forest retreat, or oceanside bliss. Boost your mood in New Jersey's Feel Great destinations. Create your escape at visitnj.org/booknow.
At Quinnipiac, we know success doesn't just happen. It takes purpose, one that's fueled with a relentless determination. We are the ambitious, those motivated to propel passions into meaningful professions, those who yearn to be part of a community where everyone is welcome to thrive. Immersive academics, lifelong friendships, world-class athletics. You bring the ambition, together we'll unleash it. Quinnipiac University, ambition unleashed.
21-11 Quinnipiac, and the 2022 Hercules Tires MAAC Champions brought to you by Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength. Visit www.herculestires.com. By Jersey Mike's, a sub above, and by Levy Recognition solutions that elevate performance. So good start for the 11 seed Bobcats. They've knocked down 5 of 11 from beyond the arc. They come in just under 9 threes made per game, which leads the MAAC.
like most teams, they like to shoot the three. However, they make the three. When they make that three, they play much better on the defensive end. Right now, we talked about them controlling the tempo. My man Jacob Rigoni knocking it down early.
Atuka hawked by Shinnery. Now Atuka cut off. He'll still throw one up, no good. And the rebound, Shinnery. A little force there by the freshman.
Thought he saw an opening going to the right there. He went to a defense, again, set. It's really tough to get those straight line drives off the first bounce.
Belanc backing in on right. Belanc still with a turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound off the iron and goes to Ricardo Wright.
Good box out, keeping Marfo off the glass.
Wright up and under for two.
Strong move by Wright. Big guard at 6'4", able to get to the spot there, keep the pivot foot down, play through contact.
Rigoni again from three, got it.
Now I think he might be locked in. This Quinnipiac team's been looking for Jacob to knock the three ball down. I had a chance to watch them during shoot around. One of the coaches made it clear to me, Smooth, we need our leaders to step up, referring to Jacob.
Atuka double teamed again in the paint. Lowers the shoulder, puts up a floater, good.
Love the strength of this young guy. Again, I keep talking about his body. You don't come into a league ready to play like that in most cases.
Jones corner, three on the way, no good off the mark. And the rebound, Sele. Atuka again to the hole, got it. So Atuka starting to heat up. The freshman taking this team on his shoulders early here.
Talk to me, young fella. And he had strong shoulders down all the way to the cup, going to his left, but he put it in with his right.
Bobcats by 7. Jones walks with the ball. Baker Dunleavy wants a tripping call, but none coming.
Good run here by Marist. Again, dictated by their defense, allowing them to get out in transition. That's where their guards are so good.
Sullivan, again, an outstanding three-point shooter. Now to Harris. Sullivan weaving through traffic, back to Harris. Harris can't get around McGuire. Now a right three, a contested three, no good, one and done again. McGuire with the rebound.
Solid defense by Jones there.
Jones back to Rigoni. Back to Jones. Good crossover. Finds McGuire for three, no good. Rebound is loose and taken by Wright. 2-on-2, Wright down the lane to the hole, layup, no good. It laid on the rim and out, and then a whistle.
Wow. Would love to take another look at that. The official said one of the Quinnipiac players took that off the rim. I'm not sure they got up high enough for that. Let's take a look at this, Darryl. In transition, good move by Wright. All the way to the cup. He leaves it short. Oh, you know what? He touched that net. You can't touch that net, Darryl. Wow. You can't touch the net. I was giving him too much credit. Said he got bounced up to the rim.
Pinky on the net.
But you can't grab that net.
How good's Drew Kurtz and the crew back in the truck?
Excellent job.
The lead is 5 for the Bobcats. 4:34. McGuire, left elbow jumper, got it.
McGuire is one of those guys you expect him to bring a little bit more to the table. That's a big-time move off the bounce mid-range.
He's one of those stat sheet fillers.
Love his size in our league. Can do a little bit of everything.
Harris, a three blocked by McGuire. And the Bobcats the other way.
And I told you this Quinnipiac team has all the pieces.
A whistle, a foul on Harris. First on Noah Harris. Third team foul. Louis Courtright, we saw him hobble off earlier back in the game.
Good to see him back in the game. Looks like his ankle is a little bit strong. He may have changed his sneakers. I think he had a different pair on.
Just tie him tight, right? Just
tie him a little bit tighter, but this is a different pair. Maybe these might be better for the ankle. I know you have an extra pair of shoes. Those don't work for the first half.
I'm ready. 10 to shoot for Riggins. Riggins in the paint, spin move, puts it up and good. Just over the front of the rim.
Riggins, you know it was coming. Philly tough.
One of two Bobcats from Philly. Good move by Sullivan the other way.
Marist guards, put pressure on your defense down. If you don't get back and wall up, they'll get all the way to the rim.
Riggins, that big body. Threw a little hip that time.
Riggins could be a tackle on a football team, couldn't he?
He looks that part. Courtright, 4 to shoot. Shinnery up top, no good. And the rebound to the Red Foxes. 7-point lead for the Bobcats. 3 minutes, first half. There's a Bell three off the mark. Probably not the shot that John Dunn's looking for there.
Quick shot, good timeout here.
A 30-second timeout, I believe. No, it's full timeout. 7-point Quinnipiac lead. More MAAC championships here on ESPN Plus. Let's take a look at the brackets here in the MAAC Men's Basketball Championship. You see Ryder will advance to play the #1 seed Iona tomorrow night. Fairfield, a dominant victory over Canisius. They will advance to play St. Peter's, and the winner of this game will go to play #3 Siena. That will be Thursday.
Those games are always interesting because obviously the first set of teams had a chance to play, get a game under their belt. When you're the higher seed and you're waiting, you just want to get that first game underneath your belt so you can breathe a sigh of relief and say, okay, now we're ready to play.
So Bobcats with the ball in a 7-point lead. The 11 seed. McGuire, corner, 3. Got it. Belanc for 3.
Great set. You love when coaches call a timeout. Execution is on point. Ball goes in the paint, comes out, reverse, open look.
Bell tries to find Jones out of bounds.
Kevin Marfo with the really good defense. Quick feet for a big man. He puts me in the mindset of Andre Drummond, who was recently traded from the Sixers to the Brooklyn Nets. Again, he can pass the ball. His skill level is high, much higher skill level than you expect, and they both rebound the ball like a bandit.
Marist will retain possession. We say a kick ball. Smooth, just 1 assist and 7 turnovers for the Red Foxes here in the first half. They came into the game last in assist to turnover ratio.
Not surprising. We talked about their high-level guard play. The guards do a lot off the bounce. They're very good individually. Sometimes that leads to not a second or third pass, just doing what they do individually.
Jones over Marfo off glass for 2.
Strong move by Jones. Kev tried to pull a chair on him. Jones kept his balance.
They find Courtright in the corner. Air ball. Marfo there for the loose ball. Now to Desi Jones for 3. No good. And a good rebound by Bell.
So many people question when you receive a rebound next to the basket. Why do you throw it out so quickly? A lot of teams teach that because they understand it's to get a good open look because everyone's crashing and it's a scramble situation. 3 best times to get an open 3 down, scramble situation, inside out, or transition.
Courtright, jumper just inside the arc.
Marist needs a bucket here.
Atuka loses his bounce, regains, keeps the dribble alive, finds Bell. Down low, Jones again. Jones having his way with Marfo here in the first half.
Another solid move by Jones. No double team. He's looking for it. Very patient. Understands he couldn't get back to the middle of the floor, went to the baseline.
There's a foul off the ball. We're going to get Belanc his second. You know, Marfo, an outstanding rebounder, leads the league, led the country at one point, but not a great shot block. Doesn't block a lot of shots.
Not a big-time athlete. However, he does a great job positioning himself for rebounds. Again, like you talked about, not a great shot blocker. You notice Jones getting really good position on him. He's trying to use his body and use his mind. However, he has to wall up a little bit more and not allow Jones to get that solid position.
Jones once again. This time kicks out. Harass me to Sullivan. 3 on the way, off the mark. So the MAAC leader in 3-point field goal percentage, well off the mark.
Marist having a tough time finding the range in the open gym here.
So Bobcats will have it for the last shot. 6 seconds left first half. Jones yo-yo dribble and then a whistle and a foul by Wright. Now Wright upset about the call, but it might not have been the worst thing with just the 4th team foul.
Well, you're right as far as the team foul, but he has a right to be upset because that was a ticky-tack foul. As physical as this game has been called in the first half, you rarely get that call.
So 3.7 left for the Bobcats to try to extend the lead going into the locker room. And a whistle. John Dunn going to get Braden Bell back in.
Bell, athletic, bouncy guy, good on the defensive end.
Marfo is button. No, they're going to call a walk. So with 2.2, what looked like Quinnipiac last shot going in the locker room. Now Marist last shot down 6. And that would be a big momentum boost going in the locker room if they can knock something down.
This would be a great look if they can get a bucket going into the half.
Even at that, Smooth, here's a Pass down low, turnaround, Bell, no good off the rim. But even at that, Marist was outplayed in that first half, just down 6 at halftime.
Well, number one, they were able to get a good look there. Shot by Bell doesn't go down, but didn't play as well for Marist. Their guards didn't get on track the way they would like. Still in the basketball game, but that tells you a lot about what goes in our conference. The margin of error is really small.
Let's go to Greg Meskel with Baker Dunleavy.
Here with Coach Dunleavy, hot start, especially from downtown. What else do you like about your team in this first half?
Well, I think we're competing defensively. I mean, they're one of the best offenses in our league, and I think we've, for the most part, contained them, made them take some jumpers, and we gotta make it work for 40 minutes though, because they're going to make a run. They're too talented.
You lead into my next question. You know from earlier this year, Marist can be a very different team from one half to the next. How do you guard against that going into half number 2?
Just consistency. All the things that we concentrate on coming out of the gates. As fatigue sets in and the game gets longer and there's more pressure, you just got to keep doing what you're doing.
Excellent, Coach. Thanks for the time. Good luck second half.
Thank you.
Guys, back over to you.
So a 6-point lead for the Bobcats. We'll be back with more halftime stats and highlights after this on ESPN+. You take a look at the MAAC Men's Basketball Championship brackets, and again, the Iona Gales, the 1 seed, will take on Ryder. An impressive win by Ryder today. Fairfield all over Canisius.
Yes.
The defense led the offense on that one.
No question about it.
The winner of this one will take on Siena, the 3 seed Siena, and then there's a real good one waiting on Thursday, that 4-5 Monmouth and Niagara.
Well, again, let's jump to the second round. Iona Ryder. Ryder played very well. Love their guard play. You talked about Demencio Vaughn, James. These guys you see on a regular basis.
Yes.
When they're on, they're on. They can give Iona a run for their money. But let's make this clear. Iona is the best team in our league.
No doubt about it. And, although they are, but the Peacocks, they're waiting, and they have something to say about
Let's
that.
jump down there. St. Peter's, Fairfield. Fairfield, tough. I love their grit. They seem like they get really prepared when it comes to tournament play. St. Peter's will have their hands full. However, St. Peter's, they defend from the start of the ball game all the way to the end.
Winner of this one, Siena, as I mentioned before. Either one of these teams, can they take on those Saints? A well-rested at that point Saints team, because this game's not until Thursday.
Well-rested Saints team coming at the end of the season weren't playing as well, so they may be a little bit angry, but they're explosive. However, the winner of this matchup should give them a run. However, when it's all said and done, you're looking for one of the top 3 teams to get to the next round.
And as we mentioned, that 4-5 game, Niagara's one of those teams right now with Thomason and Hammond. The combo there, they can put points on the board. A lot of teams very afraid right now of the Purple Eagles.
A lot of explosive scoring in that particular 4-5 matchup. You look at Niagara. Marcus Darling, Marcus Hammond, the sweet shooting lefty, love him. But the mad bomber, George Pappas for Monmouth, leads the way, and he seems to be determined to get that team to the next level. I want to have a front row seat for that one.
Yeah, a couple first teamers in that one will go at it, so that should be a good one. The tournament, as always, terrific and a great spot here in Atlantic City. We'll come back with more here at halftime, ESPN Plus. (31-25). Quinnipiac lead the 11th seed Quinnipiac Bobcats. So good start for them. It's smooth. It's probably a half where John Dunn goes into the locker room and says, look, we didn't play well, and we're only down 6. I think that might be a rally cry for him going into the locker room.
Look, and that says a lot about our conference. We talked about teams not being that much better than another team. And in this case here, Marist didn't play their best basketball, but they still have a chance to pull out the second half. However, for Quinnipiac, they did a lot of things good. Defensively, I thought they were aggressive, shot the ball fairly well, and they got the ball inside that allowed them to shoot that three.
Yeah, and the rebounding advantage going to Quinnipiac, that is a big number there. Points in the paint, though. Marist having their way in the paint. A big plus for them to get back into this in the second half and, maybe wear down Marfo in the inside game of the Bobcats.
Well, here are a couple of things that travel when you want to win tournament basketball games. Defense and ball pressure, good energy, and mental toughness. I thought both teams displayed that to a certain degree. However, Quinnipiac maybe a tad more. Loved their defensive pressure, got the ball inside when they needed to. And you have to be mentally tough because there are going to be situations in a ball game where you're going to have to do some things you don't want to do.
So if you're the Red Foxes, what are you doing in the second half to change things around?
If you're the Red Foxes, you want to get some paint touches. You want your guards to still can be consistent, playing downhill, get into that lane, make Quinnipiac guard you the entire time.
And you heard Baker Dunleavy with Greg Meskel. He just shoot the ball, make the shots, and we're in good shape.
Sounds great.
Sure sounds great. We'll be back with more here on ESPN Plus from Atlantic City. Take a look at the first half stats here from the Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall. The Bobcats shooting at 34%, 7 of 18 from 3. And the Red Foxes 46% smooth, but just 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. We mentioned earlier the Bobcats that rebound advantage.
Big.
And then turnovers, 5-7, favor Quinnipiac.
Rebounding big, 1 assist for Marist. We talked about them going one-on-one, and a lot of that has to do with their guard play.
Greg Meskel is with Marist head coach John Dunn.
All right, Coach Dunn, Quinnipiac shoots the ball very well in that first half, but you're right there. What adjustments do you want to see from your team?
Yeah, I mean, we had 3 major breakdowns on under out of bounds that got them, 3 threes, and then they had 2 breakaway layups there. I feel like we gave them 10 points. They still only have 31. We're not sharing the ball nearly well enough on the offensive end. If we start moving it better, I like our chances, but I'm glad that we're only down 2 possessions.
And then you've been through the gauntlet as this MAAC tourney before. Outside of the basketball stuff, what are you talking about mentality-wise with your guys going into half number 2?
Just multiple efforts on defense, be stingy, don't give them easy baskets, and share the ball on offense, and we'll live with the result.
Easy enough. Coach Dunn, thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Greg. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first half.
Jacob Rigoni got on his grind early, knocking down the 3 ball. Solid defense there, however, better offense. This young man here, he was knocking down shots. You have to like what was going on for Quinnipiac early. Inside defense not get there. Jones just using himself, getting that 2 feet in the paint. Rigoni again. I'm sorry, not Rigoni. That was Cartwright knocking down the 3 ball. But again, the guard play for Marist, when those guys get going, they can be so tough. And Jacob Rigoni, the veteran, knocks down the 3 ball.
So looking forward to a good second half here. Just a 6-point lead, as John Dunn said with Greg Meskel. Not sharing the ball at all. That 1 assist, 7 turnovers is proof of that. And if they do that, it's probably a great opportunity for Marist to come away with this.
I think Coach Dunn listened to us during halftime. He touched on everything we discussed. However, he understands what his team needs to do. But I love the way he broke down. It's a number of plays that we did not defend well enough. We gave them easy baskets, and the key is multiple efforts. Good teams give you more than 1 effort. Sometimes it has to be 3 and 4 on 1 play.
You always know what you're getting from John Dunn.
He gives it to you straight with no chaser.
Atuku tried to get it inside. Probably should have gone up. Jones was expecting this shot, so too far for Jones. Turnover number 8 for the Red Foxes.
Always tricky when you have a teammate who gets into the lane and you're trying to get yourself rebounding positions. You're probably better off trying to score the ball.
Desi Jones tied up. And he'll stay with the Bobcats, but good job defensively.
Help side defense coming over. Again, you can't get that straight line drive off the initial bounce.
Took all over Agoni. Now Shinnery. Shinnery tripped or pushed. Either way, foul.
Well, it looks like Marist is much more aggressive to start off this second half. I love that last defensive effort where you get right up in Rigoni's airspace, taking away that 3 ball.
Marfo looking, finds Jones. Jones, 3 on the way, no good. 1 and done this time for the Bobcats.
That's a really good pass there. All good bigs are taught to look opposite.
Jones now once again backing in on Marfo. A little baby hook short. And the Bobcats want to run. Desi Jones quickly up. Blanc thought about the 3. Rigoni will shoot the 3. Got it. Rigoni's 4th 3 of the ball game. He's got 12.
You can't give him airspace, especially when he's hot. Previously, they did a really good job bodying him up. That time, he felt some space, able to knock down the 3 ball.
Atuka on the drive. Head and shoulder fake draws Shinnery and a layup for Atuka.
Really strong move. Love the balance to finish.
Atuka with 8. Cutter and Blanc, and his fouled going in. And Blanc will go to the line to shoot 2.
And Dow, that's a really difficult cut to defend against. Again, you're coming across the lane on a slant. Either trailing that or the help side defense has to be much earlier. You're going to usually get a basket or a foul.
Smooth, we're about to see our first free throw of the ball game.
Wow.
Blanc
Did not even realize that, Dow.
Blanc an 82%. That's because it's late. Blanc 82% from the free throw line.
Nice looking stroke.
2 minutes through this second half and a 9-point lead for the Bobcats. Right off the mark. Good job again on the glass by the Bobcats. Rigoni 3. Yes! When he heats up, he will shoot from anywhere at any time. His 5th 3, and a timeout called by John Dunn.
That's the Jacob Rigoni I've been looking for. Fearless in transition, knocks down the 3 ball, but he tells his teammates to calm down.
Rigoni puts the Bobcats up a dozen. Back with more on ESPN+. Smooth, always a part of a great tournament in college ball. The mascots.
Yes, indeed.
Red Fox there, trying to will his team back down by a dozen, and most in part by the great shooting right now by Jacob Rigoni. He's got 15 points, 5 of 8 from beyond the arc.
Well, Dow, you talked about him not shooting the ball as well during the regular season. This is a new season. Yesterday's prices are not today's prices. Yesterday's prices are not today's prices. What you did in the regular season does not have anything to do with the postseason.
It's only about today's prices, Smooth. Eno looks for help.
Shout out to my man Fat Joe for that one, because he'll come after you.
Eno inside, lays it up and over the front of the rim for 2.
Excellent set to get Eno a high percentage shot right at the rim. They didn't settle for any jumpers. They didn't settle for a guard going one-on-one. Great set coming out. That's out of the stoppage timeout.
Marfo fakes the handoff to Shinnery. Now go to Shinnery, left side. Marfo 6 to shoot, drives and kicks. Belanc for 3, got it. Belanc right in front of his own bench as the shot clock runs down. And Matt Belanc, he and Rigoni, a 1-2 punch for these Red Foxes.
Beautiful having your 5-man initiate offense for you.
Atuka drives, stops left of the lane. Now Eno. Eno tied up and out, stolen away from Marfo, right back to the Red Foxes. Right, fakes the 3, dribbles in, contact, gets it off the iron, no good. Eno rebound. Back to right, 3, got it. Ricardo right for 3.
Ricardo
and they
using
much
really
needed a
good
basket.
pace. Yes, they needed that bucket there. Ricardo using patience, allowing the defender to go past him, got his feet set, knocks down the long-range jumper.
And the first offensive rebound for Marist played a part in that 3. Jones yo-yo dribble, stop, pop, foul line. Left it short, out of bounds, will belong to Marist.
Give some credit to Eno. Good defense there. However, offensively, working hard, keeping the ball alive.
Quinnipiac, 42-32, back with more on ESPN+.
If our turkey had a resume, it would say it's 99% fat-free, filler-free, and raised without antibiotics. But our turkey already has its dream job at Jersey Mike's. Premium meat makes a sub above. If our turkey had a resume, it would say it's 99% fat-free, filler-free, and raised without antibiotics. But our turkey already has its dream job at Jersey Mike's. Premium meat makes a sub above.
Now, for the first time,
how about we do a timeout for a great true story?
You see us spread the greatness of African American culture by reading books for you that will make you laugh, cry, sing, and learn. Basketball players and coaches support black culture and social justice by reading diverse books in an entertaining and engaging way for all kids. So make a timeout and go to www.timeoutforblacklives.com today, a MAAC initiative.
It begins with our mission and values, a culture of innovation and collaboration, achieving a global perspective beyond the classroom, turning education and theory into practice, developing lifelong interests and connections, and striving to make a difference in our communities. Marist College.
A 11 seed Quinnipiac Bobcats, a happy fan at the moment. 42-32, 15:46 left here in the second half. And the
young man right there was one shot away, made the free throw, could not knock down the 3 ball. He ran out of time.
Is that right?
Yes, I watch everything.
Where was I?
You were probably sleeping. You were taking a nap. But you're awake now. You're ready.
I am awake. Again, today's prices are today's prices. That's all you have to look at.
Like the Siena Saints?
Yes, Siena Saints in the house.
Doing some scouting?
Winner of this game will take on the Siena Saints Thursday night, 7 o'clock here from Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall. Bell cut off nicely by Rigoni, and then the pass is broken up but regained by Marist. Right, saw a clear lane. Riggins on a late close. Offensive rebound, put back no good. Rebound Riggins.
Strong rebound by Jones, stronger rebound by Riggins. Comes up with the elbows out.
Riggins on the other end. No good, but he was fouled, and Riggins will head to the line for a pair.
Love that post up. Anytime you have a post player down, he gets someone underneath the rim, let him eat. He's going to get fouled or he's going to score. One of two things every time. Again, Riggins with that big body, when you're behind him, let him get it.
Riggins misses 58%. Overall, Quinnipiac, the Best free throw shooting team in the MAAC at 76%. Just the third and fourth free throws for the Bobcats. Marist yet to get to the line.
Interesting considering the Marist guards usually in attack mode, but they're not getting to the rim, or at least not drawing contact.
Noah Harris hawked by McGuire and hawked too tightly. Foul on McGuire.
A little too much hand action there by McGuire, but I like the aggressiveness. You want to set the tone defensively so the officials know this is how we're going to play. Please don't call a lot of fouls. And for the most part, they have not.
Just the first foul of the second half against Quinnipiac. Marist with 3. Wright looks for help. Jones, contact. Jones working on Riggins. Can't get it to go. Rebound Rigoni.
Solid defense by Riggins, using his feet and his body.
Good battle inside between Riggins and Jones on the other end. Balanc pump fake now inside the arc, in out back, in and back outs. And bodies on the floor. Oh, little frustration by Jones.
Well, Dow, you pointed that out early. Again, in transition, Riggins, he goes right at Jones to try to post up. Maybe a little bit extracurricular activity. Jones tried to come back at him. And if you take a closer look at Riggins just go straight to the glass there, trying to push people through. But here, basically, just some guys fall down. I don't think Jones fell on Riggins purposely, but Riggins did not like him coming over top of him. That's maybe a Philly thing. You can understand that. You know how it is in Philadelphia.
Of course I do. Well, they're going to call a foul on Riggins, his second. And now they're going to, I think they're going to go take a look.
Maybe a little extracurricular activity. However, when we play, Darryl, you just continue to play. But now we look at everything to make sure it's under control.
Yes. What playgrounds you play in Philly?
Finley Playground.
All right.
Mount Airy area.
I was a Tarkin Max Myers guy.
And you used to get busy there. I know you did.
There's, once again, you see
a lot of activity underneath the glass. Again, this winner takes all.
Little push by Riggins. That's what frustrated
Just a little bit. Just a
Jones,
little bit. Not much. You know, Jones kept his composure. Jones, a sharp guy. Again, you talk to Coach Dunn about Jones. Cerebral. He's one of those guys you talk to when you want to make sure the team is in the right place. So, again, he kept his composure. Riggins maybe just pushed him a little bit to that point. But you love it when both teams are aggressive and they still understand, all right, enough is enough.
Let's take another look. Different angle here from the truck. See the Balanc miss. Laid on the rim, just that extra bounce threw the timing off.
Jones lost his balance. Riggins maybe pushed a slight kick and push.
They could.
You think so? Come on, don't say it, Dowd. If you're going to say it or not, don't. One or the other. What are you leaning towards? You think something's going to go down here?
I do, actually. I do. I don't think that. Once they look at it and see the push, I don't think they can call it just that common foul.
Well, it's taking some extra time over there, which concerns me. I think it's a play on.
I'm wrong about 85% of the time. Smooth.
You were scared. You can't be scared out here.
So it is just a play on. So foul on Riggins. It'll be Marist ball.
You can't play scared. Scared money can't make no money. You ever heard that?
I just did.
Marist needs a bucket here.
They do. 11-point lead for the Bobcats. Sullivan driving, gets around Jones, and then a good block by Jones. Quickly the other way. Rigoni, topped, arc, 3, got it. 6-3 of the ball game for the Aussie, and the Bobcats by 14.
Great find by Jones, understanding that Rigoni's the trailer, steps right into that 3.
Carter Wright, good pass to Eno, who is fouled going up, fouled by McGuire. And Eno
Beautiful find.
Go to the line for two.
Two shots for Eno. Beautiful find by Wright. I love with the conversation between Coach Dunn and Sullivan. On that last possession, he goes right off the bounce. I talked about the straight line drives. Against a good defensive team, you can't go straight to the bucket, and the defense is waiting there for you. Reverse the ball a couple of times. That straight line drive will be much easier.
61% free throw shooter. First free throw of the night for Marist.
But I guess at your park when you played, Darryl, you had a lot of straight line drives. Defense set or not set. Darryl's going to the bucket. Who cares? So you really didn't catch that.
Just boxing out. That's all I did.
So you got to reverse
Truth
that
be
basketball.
told, that's all I could do. Was boxing.
But you were strong. I would pick you every time.
At one point, I might have been.
You still get into the gym, Darryl. I can see it. Don't be shy. You were scared earlier. Now don't be shy.
I'm going to step up to the plate here. 1 of 2 for Eno. Rebound bouncing around out of bounds. It will stay with Marist.
Marfo couldn't get both hands on that rebound. Like I said, he reminds me so much of Andre Drummond. His playing style, and Drummond gets his hands on everything. Marfo is always in the mix.
Noah Harris uses the Eno screen. Now Sullivan. So they turn around jumper. Front iron no good. One and done. Marfo. Rigoni. This time Marfo right back to Rigoni. Finds Jones corner. Steps inside the arc. Jumper good. Little mid-range jumper, Desi Jones.
Excellent dribble drive action. Again, ball gets into the lane. Contrary to what Marist has been doing, the ball goes around the perimeter. You get a good look.
This is the largest lead of the game. This time Eno backing in on Marfo. Gets it to go. Again, just too far into the basket for him. Just too easy.
2 feet in that paint. Always difficult to guard. And again, Marfo has allowed Jones to do that. Now Eno doing the same thing.
30-second timeout called. A 48-35 lead. So the 11 seed trying to advance here.
Now, Darryl, if you're thinking like I'm thinking, if you're Marist, what's working? Let's get some paint touches. Let's toss it into our big guy. Allow him to get the ball in that paint area. Try to score it. If not, get it back out. Don't force feed the action.
Again, take a look at the bracket. Winner of this, Siena Thursday nights. Another good one on Thursday, Monmouth and Niagara. But for tomorrow night, the Rider Bronx, a real good victory today. They played very well in the win over Manhattan. And Fairfield all over Canisius. They will advance tomorrow night. St. Peter's will be on the call for that one. St. Peter's and Fairfield, yes.
Again, that should be a good one. A dogfight, rock throwing festivities going on. One of the guys from Fairfield who I love a lot, Supreme Cook. He is so tough in that paint, plays with a nasty disposition.
McGuire up top, he'll launch a 3, no good. Atuka driving. Atuka, wild runner, no good. Just forcing some action now is the rookie. And that'll happen sometimes in such a successful regular season, trying to get the team back, trying to carry him on his own shoulders.
Again, he's played so well all season. Oftentimes you forget he's a rookie.
Marfo the catch and then the foul. Harassby not happy with the call. Timeout on the floor, 48-35 Bobcats. Back with more here from Atlantic City, ESPN+.
Formative policy and to promote equity and inclusion for the long haul.
A group comprised of 11 member institutions.
Working together to represent the voices of all student athletes.
At the campus, conference, and national levels.
Though our mascots and colors may be different,
our mission brings us together in unity.
We aim to protect and promote student-athlete well-being.
Create inclusive environments for all.
Give back to the surrounding community through service.
And represent the needs of the student-athletes outside of athletics.
Together, we make an impact.
Together, we are.
Together, we are.
Together, we are.
MAAC.
48-35, Quinnipiac leading Marist. Here from Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall, and send it to Greg Meskel. He's got our sideline covered.
Third meeting of the year between these two teams. And if you look back at the first two meetings, it was a split. One win for Quinnipiac, one for Marist. We couldn't find more different games. Early on, high-scoring affair, 94-87. Each team goes off in each half. Quinnipiac gets the win. Second game, 67-66, a close win for Marist. The one through line, Quinnipiac burying threes in every one of those games. 14-1, 12 and another, 11 tonight. The three ball has been their key. Can Marist slow it down with just 11:54 left? We'll find out, Darryl.
Thank you, Greg. Greg, an Iron Man today. Been here
Greg
all day.
is going bananas, man. He's giving you all this good information.
Pass back to Jones for three. Got it right on cue. As Greg told you, that is the 12th three of the game, the 5th here in the second half. They are 5 of 7 from beyond the arc in the second half.
Greg is on top of his game. Excellent inside-out basketball. Ball touches the paint. Defense goes down. Kick it back out. Open look. Right now, Quinnipiac is in a zone.
They don't look like an 11 seed right now.
Not at all. But it goes back to our league. Our league has so much parity. All those teams from maybe 5 down are very, very similar.
John Dunn just sitting on the bench, hand to face. There's a right miss. And Courtright the other way. Jones, corner, 3, got it. Balank, another 3.
And it becomes contagious. Again, when that 3 ball goes down, secondary opportunity there in transition, ball moves around very quickly, another open look.
You know, you're talking about a Marist team that from February 8th to the 25th has a 6-game winning streak, and then they come into the tournament losers of 2 in a row on that Western New York trip, and here they just look flat.
And during that winning streak, they may have been playing the best basketball in the league. However, it can change so quickly.
Jones working on Marfo. Marfo gets a hand in and called for the foul. Second on Marfo. 15 foul, and Marist will inbound.
Still plenty of time for Marist.
And Jones again kind of cleared out with that forearm. Jones, a good pass from his belly.
Thought Marfo did a good job using his body. Excellent move there by Cartwright. However, no finish.
Courtright wisely lets it go out of bounds off of the Red Foxes.
I apologize, Courtright, with the Euro step. But again, that move is so tough to get that lift off the leg once you come down awkwardly.
19 to shoot for the Bobcats. Skip pass, corner 3 off the mark this time, and out of bounds off of Marfo as Shinnery misfires.
Still a really good look, open look. You have to take those.
Still plenty of time, but Marist has to get going offensively. There's a good start by Sullivan.
Dribble drive action by Sullivan. Using his right hand on the left side.
Marfo finds a cutter in Belanc. A whistle before the shot.
Marfo's such a good passer. Keep in mind, he's your 5-man making that pocket pass through 2 defenders.
And Marfo comes in just under 10 points a game, just over 10 rebounds a game. But how about the assists? 4 assists per game for the big man.
Plenty of guards in our league do not average 4 assists.
2 more for Belanc. He's got 15. Foul on the drive. Marfo's third. 16th foul. So Marist will shoot the rest of the way.
That's a good sign for Marist. Again, they want to stay aggressive. There is plenty of time. You want to make sure you keep your composure. Change your body language. Understand we just can chip away at this.
Ricardo right around the screen. Jumper no good.
It's definitely a makeable shot by Ricardo Wright, but we go back to assist. All of that is one-on-one.
Belanc drives off balance. They're going to call a foul. Foul on Eno. So 9:12 left second half, Smooth, and Marist can't trade baskets here. They need to get stops and then put them down the other ends.
They need to get stops. They need a run here. A 7-0 run would be ideal for you, the Marist Red Foxes.
Shinnery 3. And there's a stop for the Red Foxes. Let's see if they can convert the other way. Sullivan, drive, stop, pop, got it.
Good move by Sullivan. Off the ball reversal. Much easier than a straight line drive when the defense is sitting back waiting for you. Let's see if they can string together 2 stops in a row.
Jones can't get around Harris. Finds Shinnery. Shinnery baseline. Shinnery to the hole, no good. Rebound long, loose, Courtright. And Courtright, the shot clock never reset because it never hit the rim. Good call. So a shot clock violation.
Good defensive effort. You get to 2 stops in a row. Let's see if you can get a bucket from here. The goal right now is to get it to at least 10, and you want Quinnipiac to call a timeout.
Take a look at Harassme, one of the seniors on this Marist team.
And he is as solid as a rock, does a little bit of everything for this Marist team.
Sullivan. Now Harris. Eno, good spin move, takes the contact, puts it up, no good, but he is fouled, and Eno will earn it for the free throw line. Timeout on the floor, 7:56 left second half, 56-39. Bobcats back with more on ESPN+. The MAAC Championships brought to you by the Hercules Tires. MAAC Basketball Championships brought to you in part by Ready Drink. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength. Visit www.herculestires.com. Jersey Mike's a sub above. Levy Recognition solutions that elevate performance. And performance is what you're getting out of the Bobcats, the 11th seed Quinnipiac Bobcats.
And I could use a Jersey Mike's sub right now. Can we get one of those?
Oh, if they're listening,
that means
they
no.
didn't get it to you.
That means no.
It's a little late to be eating.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Just under 8.
Throws here.
Well, that's one way to get back into the game.
Again, magic number is 10. You want to get it to 10. Workable margin. It starts getting to the head mentally of the team that's leading, and it gives you a lot of energy. Once you get it to 10, that's always the magic number.
Can't convert. Just 61% coming in. Now 1 of 3 from the line. He's the only Red Fox to be at the free throw line. Now 1 of 4. Ball taken by Harassment.
Good hustle.
Tuca for 3, no good. Rebound, put back Bell, no good. Missed another chippy. And the ball tied up, and the arrow will go in favor of Marist.
Marist working hard on the offensive glass. Can they get another opportunity? This is the multiple efforts that Coach Dunn was referring to at halftime. You got to go after it.
Take a look at Baker Dunleavy.
My man Baker.
Just 7:38 away from advancing. Harass me 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound Rigoni. How about 34-23 on the boards? Bobcats. Rigoni fakes the 3. Jones a little stutter step. They find Rigoni, and Rigoni is fouled. It's interesting, Smooth, because I think he lost the ball before he went up, yet they're going to call it in the act of shooting, and they're going to give him 3.
Veteran move. That's all because he's been knocking down the 3. You're going to run at him every time. He understands that, puts that shoulder out, draws contact, shooting possibly 3. Yes, 3 shots.
Rigoni, how about 36 of 37 on the season?
Beautiful stroke. This young man has been shooting the basketball well from the time he came into this league. He's gone through stretches where maybe he hasn't shot it as well, but anyone around this league understands Jacob Rigoni is a knockdown shooter. You don't want him to get started.
Rigoni. 21 for Rigoni, a 20-point Quinnipiac lead with 7:12 left here in the second. Then the winner takes on Siena on Thursday night.
Some of the Saints are still here scouting.
They have to be a little nervous about the way the Bobcats are shooting the ball.
Well, I don't think they're nervous, a concern. Those are things you look at on your scouting report. Make sure you try to take them off. But when you get out and play, and if you're one of the teams that are sitting and waiting, you put yourself in that position for a reason.
I guess a bad choice of words on my part. More concerned.
But it makes sense. It makes sense.
Blanc for 3. Off iron. Good rebound by Jones. The shortest player there to get the rebound. Rigoni, a rare miss tonight. But another offensive rebound for the Bobcats.
Quinnipiac getting to all the 50-50 balls on this possession here. Again, you have to give a lot of credit to Jones. He's done a really good job running the point, manning and keeping everything together with his Quinnipiac team.
4 to shoot for Jones. Long 3 Off iron, no good, out of bounds.
He must have heard me talking about him. He called his own number.
That he did. The Bobcats now 13 of 30 from 3.
That's a really good number.
With 12 offensive rebounds. And that a big number in this game as well. Atuka. Again, down low. Jones, no good. Rebound, Bell. Bell put back, no good. So another miss around the basket. And John Dunn could just put his head down.
Yeah. Bell, one of those bouncy guys, really active around the rim, unable to finish.
Jones weaves through traffic, gets it back, puts it up good. So Desi, Jones, and
Desi with the hezzy.
That's a good call by you. I was waiting for it. Bell up top 3. No good, and again, Rigoni another rebound.
Tough night shooting the basketball. You just hate that it happens when you're going into the tournament in that first game.
Bobcats in no hurry. 20-point lead, 5 minutes left. Jones behind his back twice, then finds McGuire for 3. Got it. Brendan McGuire for 3. And the Bobcats just dead on tonight from beyond the arc. And they are 4:53 away from advancing.
When it rains, it pours. In this case here for Marist, they really have it going for Quinnipiac, knocking down the 3. Jones in the lane behind his back a couple of times, able to find the shooter. Sometimes this happens this way. However, if you're Marist, you want to continue to battle and fight to zeros or on the board.
You know, we mentioned how streaky Marist was, losing 5, winning 6, losing 2. This Quinnipiac team comes into the tournament losers of 6 straight, 9 of 10.
Well, when we started the broadcast, I made it clear both teams have what you need to win in this MAAC conference tournament. However, which team will put it together? Which good team will you see? And can they be consistent? Can they put it together for multiple games? And that's the concern for a number of teams in our league. Can you do this for 3 or 4 days in a row?
Ricardo Wright fouled by Malunk.
And one other point, Darryl. During a tournament run, you usually have one bad game. It's inevitable. Can you do the things to carry your team when you have a bad night? Now, this Quinnipiac team has shot the ball tremendously tonight. Can they win without shooting the ball well?
Well, that's a good point. I mean, that is their strength. They come in over 8 threes made per game to lead the MAAC. So, yes, that is their strength. That's their bread and butter. You know, Siena will certainly be ready for that.
Correct. Now, with that being said, that's your strength. The opposing team wants to take away your strength. And oftentimes, shooting doesn't travel. You're going to have good shooting nights. You're going to have some bad shooting nights. What are the things that you can do consistently that you know we're going to do that every single night and it will work?
Well, Marist, a bad shooting night here in this opening round. Just 42 points, 4:24 left. Jones, yo-yo dribble. Now scoots down the lane and errant pass that time. Leads to the Bobcat turnover, their 9th turnover of the game.
Jones was in his bag on that particular play, again handling the ball. Rigoni cutting to the basket. I think he thought Rigoni was going to fan out and look for the 3-ball, but Jacob goes to the bench. A really good night for the captain.
Sullivan, a strong drive, gets it to go. Jones fouled by Sullivan.
Jones right now with a real good rhythm to his game, handling the ball. Quinnipiac up 64-44 over Marist.
Quinnipiac a 20-point lead, 64-44, 3:45 left in this final game of the opening round here from Atlantic City.
Final game of the day.
Yep.
Here with my buddy Darryl. What better place could I be watching basketball, front row seat, MAAC tournament in Atlantic City.
Doesn't get better than this.
Not much better.
Now, the winner of this, if Quinnipiac can hold on the next 3:45, if you're curious, Siena,
yes,
who will be their next opponent if they do hold on, swept the season series, 85-76 and 78-71. They say it's hard to beat a team 3 times. I don't believe that.
New season. What happened during the regular season, we leave that there. This is a brand new season. That's the way you approach it. You're not playing checkers. This is chess.
Sullivan, good pass to Jones. Shot his block, but they're going to call a foul.
Marfo showing some bounce there. I thought he went straight up. Looked like a clean bounce, clean block from here.
To the line for Marist, shooting 2, number 15, Jordan Jones.
Jordan Jones to the line for 2.
Great shot of Baker Dunleavy telling Kevin Marfo, just stay with it. It's okay. Had a chance to watch those guys during shoot-around earlier today. Excellent teacher. Baker does a really good job breaking things down, telling his team what will happen, putting them in position to be successful. Had a chance to meet his father, who was there earlier, Mike Dunleavy, former NBA player and coach. Both classy guys.
After the made free throw, I think it's Harassme went down hard.
Harassme, one of those guys, like I said earlier, he gives a tremendous effort.
Let's take a look.
He goes in hard. Ooh, he got caught up in it. It was a strong box out. Nothing malicious there. Basketball play. Marist showing pressure for the first time tonight.
was an attempt at an alley-oop. Drive by Wright. Marist just can't get anything to go. They missed several layups. They've scored 36 points in the paint, but they've left a lot.
Tough night for the guards. And again, scoring the basketball sometimes can be very difficult. So you have to be able to go to something else. And most teams talk about being really good defensively. It's really difficult to keep Quinnipiac off that three-point line tonight.
Kickball will stay with the Bobcats. See Baker Dunleavy once again just has to be thrilled with the way his team shot the ball, rebounded the ball, took care of the ball for the most part.
He won't tell you. Coaches can't get excited after wins during the tournament.
10 to shoot for Rigoni. Fakes the three, this time on the drive. Kick out, Belanc, corner. Got it. Belanc, another three.
Excellent dribble drive action there. Getting into the lane to get a shot for your teammate.
Between he and Rigoni, they have 10 made threes. Now a foul on Rigoni. I mean, the effort all night long for Marist has been to go inside the Jones.
The only issue with going inside so consistently, Marist has not done that all season, so they're not fully confident that that's what they can go to. It's something they would like to do, but they're with their guards. Their guards, as their guards go, that's how they go. Tough night for the guards, but the bigs were doing their part, giving you that inside presence.
Yeah, Jones 10 points, just 4 of 12 from the field. The grad senior from Baltimore, Maryland.
And if you're Quinnipiac, you want to continue to run your offense and be solid.
Rigoni on the drive, stops in the paint. Good. Head and shoulder fake, 2 more for Rigoni.
Jacob Rigoni giving you the full package. Great footwork in the lane.
He's got 23. Offensive rebound, Jones. Wright loses his footing, keeps the dribble alive, gets back up, layup good.
And that's why Wright is an all-conference player. This guy can score the ball. Wasn't able to be consistent tonight, but you see the flashes of why this Marist team will be good next season with a guy like Wright leading the way.
McGuire just hold it. Rigoni, 3 on the way, yes. Jacob Rigoni, his 7th 3 of the ball game.
Why not?
Wright stops at the foul line, jumper good. Ricardo Wright. But the Bobcats, out of the 11 seed, will advance to play Siena on Thursday night.
Should be a solid matchup.
Jones, why not? Knock down another 3. This has been an impressive performance. I mean, even in an empty gym, Smooth, this is tough to knock down
no
this
question.
many threes.
They've shot the ball very well. The one disappointing thing is it doesn't carry over. So again, empty your cup tonight.
And a Siena Sink team will be waiting on Thursday night to take on the 11th seeded Bobcats.
Now, the one thing that does carry over is the confidence. This is a confident Quinnipiac team going into the next round.
Jacob Rigoni, what a night. 7 threes, 26 points for Rigoni. You see Baker Dunley. And again, this is an impressive performance.
Impressive performance, team effort, shot the ball well, but I bet you coach talks about their defense because it all starts there. When you play well defensively, those shots feel much easier going down.
And Greg Meskel with a very happy Baker Dunleavy.
All right, joined by Coach Dunleavy. We talked at halftime about shooting the basketball well. Then you went next level here, not only offensively but defensively. How about that last 20 minutes?
Yeah, the shooting numbers stand out. They really do. Watching it from the sideline every time it goes up, you're just hoping it goes in. But you got to get back to the fact that really our main goal is to be able to get stops. And we were the second best team offensively in this league this year, and it wasn't good enough. During the regular season, we need to get more stops. We all know it, and that's what we did tonight.
Now, I know we talk about marks throughout the numbers, but this was a team that had a few losses to close out the regular season. I know there were some close ones there. How do you put all that aside and deliver an effort like this?
It's a testament to our guys being able to continue to have good practices. No locker room blow-ups after having, losing streaks, and everybody just keeping a calm mentality, knowing we're good enough, but we got to put the work in to be better, especially like we talked about defensively. So credit our guys, the maturity, the togetherness to be able to kind of stay together when things were against us.
Excellent, Coach. Congrats, and good luck next time out.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right. Coach Baker Dunleavy, and now we'll hear from the man of the match here, the hot shooter from three. There's making some threes, and then there's dialed in like Jacob Rigoni was. Congrats on the win. When you're making it rain from downtown, 7 3-pointers, what's going through your mind? What's the shot feeling like?
Yeah, it felt great. I'm just trying to stay aggressive, and first couple we didn't drop tonight, but the teammates stay on me to keep shooting the ball, stay confident, put a lot of work into this, and feel really confident when I'm physically and mentally healthy that I'm a pretty tough player to go against.
Now, Coach Dunleavy was talking about your team being one of the best offensively in the league this year, but it wasn't enough. Defense had to play a role, too. How did both work in unison tonight?
Yeah, that was our main focus defensively. I was pretty disappointed in my defense last time we played these guys, giving up too many threes, and you got to give credit to our guys. They got some great players on their team. They get downhill, and they knock down the open shots, and I thought our guys made it really tough on them all night, and Kev and JJ did a great job battling inside in the post, and just a collective effort. We've got to keep working on our rebounding come next game, but yeah, something really excited. We put it all together.
And last thing, what do you do to keep the hand hot before the next time out?
Just get recovery, get a good night's sleep, rest, get some stretches in, and just stay confident. That's all I do. You trust the work, and I'm excited for the next game.
Well, a lot of fun to watch you tonight. Congrats, and good luck next time out.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Jacob Rigoni, 7 big threes, all part of a dominant effort from downtown. Let's go back over courtside with our crew.
It sure was a dominant evening for Jacob Rigoni and the Quinnipiac Bobcats. First time both men and women 11 seeds have won in this MAAC championship. Quinnipiac and Canisius women. Also, second year in a row that an 11 seed advances. So big job here tonight by Baker Dunleavy and his Bobcats.
Excellent job. Again, they shot the ball well, but I love what Coach said. You have to defend.
Take a look at the updated brackets. Tomorrow night, the top seed Iona Gales against Ryder. St. Peter's and Fairfield in the late game tomorrow night. Thursday, we have that Monmouth-Niagara game. Neither team has played yet, and Siena waited, and they'll wait till Thursday night to play Quinnipiac, the 11 seed. So, for Chris Smooth Williams, Greg Meskel, I'm Darryl Fine saying so long from Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall here in Atlantic City. The final score, Quinnipiac Bobcats 77, Marist Red Foxes 52. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. See you tomorrow from Atlantic City.